Welcome back to the Dark Castle, to the Green Room coverage here at Chaos Corner. Now, fans, we're reviewing Night 12, Round 1, as we lead into this Saturday night live, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, for Avi Klein's Green Room Tournament. That's this Saturday, August 7th, for Night 13. But let's get back to the coverage of Night 12. We're in the winner's circle. We're with David Holliday right before the guest is about to come on. And fans, he's a winner. He was in the first round, and I'll give you a couple of clues. He's the B-A-double-D. He's the tugboat, the typhoon, the shockmaster, and that's right, Fred Ottman. And man, did he bring it. He brought the verve, the vigor, the passion, the piss and vinegar. I'm going to say it. The censor, don't censor me. This is all parody, satirical purposes. Don't censor us out. Fred Ottman brought the heat. This is a man that's been in the business for 25, 35 years. And I'm not talking about pro wrestling. I'm talking about sports entertainment. I'm talking about performance. I'm talking about movies. I'm talking about everything that you can think of. And you know what he says? And I'm going to quote Fred Ottman. And Fred, Tugboat, I'm going to send this to you because this is a shoot, my friend. This is quoting from Ottman. He's pumped. He's got goosebumps. He's been watching all these badasses. That's right, you who are watching right now. He wants to crush and slam because that's what the opponents and competitors have been doing in the Green Room tournament. He talks respect for Brian Clark. That's right, Atom Bomb the Wrath. And I know you're watching, Fred and Brian. The utmost respect between Brian Clark and Fred Ottman like you've never seen. From the pro wrestling world to sports entertainment to now the Green Room tournament. He said that he lives for this. He loves it. He's tired of all the crybabies, and so am I. He watches from the shadows. Fred asks, what makes you to be the person, David Holliday? He's going to turn it around and he's going to interview him. Fred actually tries to turn the tables. That's what you get from a veteran, someone who's used to being in front of the camera. Let's face it. He tries to turn the tables on David Holliday. And he says, who are you? Tell me about you. Why should you be a part of the elite? Now, you know the whole storyline of what's been going on between the so-called elitists and the stars, and then the so-called unknowns, the nobodies, the cast-offs, the bad news bears of 2021 of the Dark Castle, the Green Room. That's right. You know the competition between. You get it if you've been watching. So David goes on to say that he is the Green Room. Let me say it to you again. David Holliday says that he is the Green Room. That's what he says. Holliday. Don't think I forgot. He said that his blood, sweat, and tears, that he bleeds green. He doesn't bleed red. He bleeds green. That's what Holliday said. He mentions all the wrestlers and all the different problems that he's had in the past from all the legends and stars. We're getting away from that. Transitioning. This is now the world of entertainment. This is now the Dark Castle. This is now in the head of Avi Klein. And maybe those three gentlemen that I mentioned in the opening monologue in the second segment. I don't want to say it again. Shh. And I'm going to point this out. Avi, you get pissed at a lot of people for using your different quotes and sayings and cliches and Avi-isms. We'll call them Avi-isms. How about that? We'll call them Avi-isms. And the one that sticks out more than any is the one yours truly. And I keep mentioning it in all these shows and all these different things. And when I happen to see you little cretins running around backstage in the Green Room, I see you at the coffee machine. I see you at the snack machine. I see you at the buffet, especially you, Pinocchio Joe. I see you over there carousing in front of the TV and watching everything on the Green Room. You all want something for nothing. And he did it again. David Holliday said live on air in front of almost 1.5 million people, yours truly. Where's the reprimands? Where's the disqualification? Where's the questioning of saying, why is he saying yours truly? I want to know. I want an answer from somebody. Son of a bitch. Let's not talk about the heat between Holliday and the wrestlers. So we're in the winner's circle with David Holliday. That's where we are right now in Chaos Corner. So David and Fred Ottman, who's David's guest. Again, Fred came on. He was unbelievable. They go back and forth. I'm not going to quote every word. I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly of all these segments. Here we go. David, you didn't win anything versus Brian Clark, Fred. And he really didn't. Pete and Avi pushed both of those men on. Although they're both great competitors, I respect them both. Both you, Clark, and Fred Ottman, you never did nothing to me, but you didn't win a damn thing. Not in this tournament. I'm going for a 5th matchup. What did you win? So that's a valid point. You didn't win anything, big man, versus Brian Clark. Fred Ottman, he's very, very witty. He's very good at this. He's a guy that could go a long way. He said, don't be green with envy, David. David said, are you ready? Why are you here? Fred said, I'm a tough competitor. I've been involved in everything in sports, and I've always been victorious. David comes back with, you're learning, you're leaning on brawn, not wit. I'm well-rounded, talent and wit. David Holliday even goes over a little bit of his resume. Over 30 credits on stage all over the country. No one's ever disrespected you or doubted your talent, Holliday. I don't think anyone ever really has, except maybe Rich Masadi. So David goes on to say, I welcome you. I appreciate you, but you're out of your league. I'm not going to blame you for throwing in the white towel. I respect you, but now he gets cut off. Ottman's pissed now. He's really into this tournament. Fred says that he's been working in life since he was 11 years old, not just as a pro wrestler, as a teacher, on cars, on jets. He's a world traveler, TV, movies. I don't have to tell you Fred Ottman's resume. Google it, as they always say. He's been fighting and learning from competition his whole life. These are quotes from the big man. We're in the winner's circle here at Chaos Corner. David goes on to say, you have no experience here, big man. It's not wrestling. Fred quotes Roddy Piper. The legendary quote, just when they think they have all the answers, I change the questions. Fred Ottman is slick, quoting the legend Roddy Piper, who, let's face it, did it all in every business and entertainment. Really was one of a kind. He even talks about his feud with Brian Clark. Again, it keeps coming up. Fred doesn't care. He said it's an honor to be in the green room. It's an honor to be in this tournament. Fred is such a big man and a competitor and a guy that's been up in the top of the pinnacle of his industry. And he was so humble and gracious, and he even showed mutual respect to David Holliday, which in a lot of people in the wrestling world don't think that David Holliday deserves a damn thing. Matter of fact, they would stretch him if they saw him. I'm just saying what I heard. It was an unbelievable segment. Stay tuned. Live to tape. Chaos Corner. Night 12, round 1. The coverage of Avi climbs the green room tournament rolls on. We're going to come back and we're going to step into Rich Masadi's The Winner's Circle. Don't you dare miss it. And don't go anywhere.